Hi, I'm Greg with Rustique Enterprises. I'm here today to show you how to install a rapid wall system. Stay tuned to the end to find out how to do the undermount system. Step one in this process is to put up your perimeter board, which I've already done. And we're going to take the backer and stick it up against the siding of the mobile home. We're going to take a 1-inch Tech screw with a 1/4-inch nut runner, run it just like that. Alright, I've measured down from the existing siding about a 1/2 inch, and I'm going to take, and I've squared around, I'm going to go ahead and cut the siding to allow for our Z-bar to go around the corner. Alright, I've made it around the mobile home, putting on my backer. What I've already done is I've taken the level and I've plumbed down from the existing corner, and where my corner is going to go, I put spikes in there to hold it in place so that I can adjust and get my ground rail where I need that to be. So I'm going to take this out. And get my ground rail adjusted. Take a nail spike, run it into the ground through the nail slot provided. Sometimes you can only get so far. You've got to use a hammer. And you're going to go 12 to 16 inches all the way around, taking your level and going off the backer, plumbing down to the back side of the ground channel. We're at the point where we're going to be starting to cut our rapid wall. Depending on the season that you're in, summer, winter, we've put ribs on the backer. Bottom one is summer, top one is winter. You're going to take your measurement from inside the ground channel up to your preferred rib. Take that over to your panel and cut it to your size you need. I've got my rapid wall panel up on my sawhorses. I've got a square line marked across my first piece of rapid wall just to get it nice and even, so I have a nice even perimeter all the way around for my Z-bar to go over without any high or low points. I'm going to go ahead and get this cut. To help with the high winds in certain parts of the country, we're taking and installing Tech screws 3/4 of an inch up from the bottom to allow for the panel to stay inside the ground channel. Got my screws installed, as you can see, inserting the panel into the ground channel. You're going to hear a click. It's going to help keep that panel inside that ground channel. Get it lined up with the end of your ground channel. As you can see, it's getting close to winter here, so I went ahead and cut with that top rib, nice and even. I'm getting ready to install pins on the rapid wall panel to secure the adjacent corner, outside corner. Measuring in about 3 1/8 inches from the very end. One at the top, one in the middle, one at the bottom. I'm going to take a 1/4 inch drill bit, drill in through the rapid wall. Take my push pins and my speed square, using my speed square for a gauge, inserting the push pin. This allows for the exterior corner to go over and catch and hold in place. Alright, I've got my outside corner. I've got my attachment piece here. We're going to take, inserting, pressing. It's going to pop into place. And then we're going to attach this to our rapid wall panels on the corner. Alright, I got my receiver piece attached to my outside corner. I'm going to take and slide it over my push pins all the way down, going over my bottom ground channel, slid my outside corner over my rivets on the other adjacent side, going over the same way on this side here over my ground channel, sliding it onto the rapid wall, and securing this side. Since I don't have any push pins, I'm running in a Tek screw through the corner into the bottom ground rail, and on the top portion here, come down about 1 inch, run another Tek screw into that, which will be covered by your top rail whenever you go to pop it on. Alright guys, for those of you who do not purchase the outside corners and you want to make your own, I've got a simple way to show you. Find where the corner of your panel is going to be, draw your line, take your speed square, set it underneath, mark a line from the center out, both sides. You're going to transfer that to the top, both ends. Get you a straight edge, continue the marks. Then you're going to take your 7 1/4, you're going to set it at 45 degrees. Alright guys, I got my saw set at 45 degrees. You want to make sure and check your depth. Start in a little bit, make sure that your saw blade is not too deep to where you don't cut the exterior vinyl that is going to be seen. Then proceed. Turn around, cut the other side, just the same. Keep your foot off the board. Once you get that, use your speed square, putty knife, whatever you have handy. down to the vinyl. Take it like so, squeeze it together. You're going to insert that into your ground channels and then cap it with your top rail. And that's how you do an outside corner without purchasing the outside corner. Alright, going to be installing our wind strap on our regular rapid wall mount to our back rail to prevent the panel from getting blown out. You want to make sure you leave a little bit of play on this so that the panel itself can move up and down with the ground. You want to stay in about the 1 to 2 inch range, just like shown before. We're going to take it, snip that off. As you can see, you got plenty of room for that panel to move. Now we're at the stage of putting our top rail on. We got to make a nice neat corner to go over the rapid wall. We have our mark for our corner, the center. We want to go 2 3/4 of an inch to the left and to the right of our center, and we want to make lines. We want to snip that top portion just to where it bends right there in the crease, both sides. I'm going to take my razor blade, I'm going to score up here just like so, take it, bend it, take it off, take my snips, cutting right there to the edge, bring my other snips in, go from this corner all the way so that we have a 45. I got my center marked, and I just cut a notch out of the bottom portion here so that whenever we bend this into shape, it doesn't kink and bubble out. We're going to take and bend it over like so. So we have a nice neat corner here so that no water goes through. Okay, we've got our corner in place, getting ready to install it onto the mobile home. We're going to we've got our backer on. Our top portion of our top rail is going to go up inside this lip here. We're going to hold firmly up against the thrust of the hand. Alright, I'm finishing up installing my top rail into my back rail. If you don't want to bruise your hand too much, you can use a rubber mallet or a dead blow hammer. And that wraps up this portion of the rapid wall installation. Now we're going to go over and show you how to do the undermount installation. Okay, we're here to do the undermount. We've got our nail flange notched. We're going to install 1.5 inch flag with a washer to the bottom of the mobile home. 5/16 nut runner. You're going to go every 12 to 16 inches. So if you're going every 16, you're going to go every other notch all the way around the mobile home. And next, we're going to install this thing called a wind strap. Going to use the same 1.5 inch lag with the washer through the strap. This is to prevent the panels from blowing out if there's any high winds. Okay, got that one secure. We're going to put these on about every 12 to 16 inches. Okay, I'm getting ready to install my rapid wall panel into place. Got my strap up over the front of it. Got it in place. You want to allow a couple inches just pushed up inside that track for movement of the ground heaving in the wintertime. You only need it to hang down about an inch, 2 inches onto the panel so that the top rail will cover the excess. Snip it off, you're good to go. One per each panel should be sufficient. Finishing off the undermount installation, you're going to have your rapid wall panel already in place. You're going to take your top rail, which you're going to have this small bend as the bottom, represents the bottom. The larger bend represents the top. You're going to have your rapid wall panel here. You're going to slide it up and insert it into the groove of the trim. Push firmly, and that's it. Okay, we are getting ready to install a air vent, automatic, into the rapid wall. Measuring about 8 inches by 16, which fits perfectly in between your seams. As you can see, I've already adjusted for the spacing recommended by the manufacturer. You can use 7 1/4, which I'm going to use today, full depth. Or you can use like a roto zip or any other type of electronic cutting tool. Not preferred doing it by hand. You get all your cuts made, pop it in, remove any foam in your way, inserts just like so. Take your standard screwdriver. You might want to slightly pry the screw out a little bit so that you can get your hands in here to turn the screws. There you go. All right, it's time to install an access panel. We've got a fresh water connection here, so you want to have easy access to get to that. So I've already done my measuring, 9 inches by 10 inches. I'm going to cut that out. Same as before, once you get it done, make sure all that's removed. The hardware kit comes with white self-tapping screws. The access door slides right in. Turn the lock, good to go. Hey guys, thanks for watching. My name's Greg. Hope you found this tutorial very informative. If you have any questions, problems, contact Rustique Enterprises and they'd be happy to help you.